Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to UnderMine. So this time I'm not going to have the Curse of Frailty, I hope. Let's see. Oh, I don't know what my blessing is going to be. I have 2 keys. Let's see, and there's pretty much nothing. I don't think I've learned a single new blueprint in a while. Which is unfortunate, because I'm pretty sure there's still blueprints that I don't have. You know what? There's one guide on this game, and it's not useful. Dang. Yeah. I've kind of alluded to this. I know there's like 2 more dogs that we haven't found yet, and a couple other things. And like, I'd really like to keep going. There's nothing left to craft. And so that puts me in this kind of weird, awkward position of just like, well, how do I extend this further? Because I want to keep playing this game. More swing damage. That's not a blessing that I care much for. I guess we could do a light money run, buy nothing. Try and get a little bit further, die, and get a better blessing. Otherwise, I could just accept the swing damage, or we could just do the run anyway. Just not even care. You know what? Let's just do a full swing run. I've been playing this game for ages. I've never actually done a swing run. Oh, let's see. Oh, there was still money back there. Yeah, we could... Ow. Well... That went about as badly as it could have, but that's okay. Let's see. I see that money there. I can do nothing about it. I will admit, swinging does do a heck of a lot of damage, and yeah, I bet if I actually had like a really high swing speed, I could do some horrid things to people. My biggest problem is it just locks you to an animation, and this is the kind of game that can be a little bit punishing on. That said, maybe it's not so bad? I don't know. I'm just thinking of the amount of enemies. How did... I'm honestly not sure what triggered that pressure plate. Oh, it's right there. Okay. That is a sneaky pressure plate right there. Let's see. We get the oil galoshes. Oh, that's kind of nice. But yeah, let's maximize my attack speed. Just see what I can do. See how strong I get. And if I die, so be it. Part of it is like, again, have kind of seen and done everything. Well, I don't have any bombs, so that one's kind of pointless. I've already kind of seen and done everything that's currently available to me. So at this point, I could either screw around really hard for the next, like, 5-10 episodes and see if I can, like, really make the most of this, or just kind of leave it and move on to another roguelike. Maybe, I don't really know. Like, the problem is, there's a very clear demand for more UnderMine, which I am actually super interested in you know, fulfilling, because obviously this game is amazing. I really enjoy it. The problem is, it's like beating any normal single-player game, where you're just like, well, I could keep going and just, like, do stuff. What do I do? I realize this is going to be a common complaint-ish here. And there are certain games that have, like, that hit a critical mass of sorts. I want the bag of bombs. I don't really feel like the minor flasks. So let's grab the bag of bombs, and that should be good enough. No sense healing myself until I get rid of minor famine. Ow. Okay. Well, looks like he killed himself. That's handy. Okay. There we go. I have no idea if this is going to be a sane idea. You know, in retrospect, I probably should spec harder into just raw damage as opposed to swing speed. Swing speed's important, but if we're going to be fighting bosses, we probably want to hit enemies as hard as possible. Maybe? I'm not sure. Let's see. But yeah, there's like a critical mass that certain roguelikes get that make it a little easier to play semi-infinitely. Oh, you know what? We've got, I forgot there's the Risk of Rain update. I should probably start playing Everspace. I don't know, I've got a lot of roguelikes on my plate anyway, so it's not so bad. But like Binding of Isaac, for example, there's a very distinct reason why Northern Lion was able to get, you know, so much content out of one single game. And admittedly, like, you know, I've only played Binding of Isaac for a couple hundred hours as opposed to thousands. But, like, I will give credit. That game is crazy deep. Crazier deep than most roguelikes I've ever seen. The amount of build variety and interesting things you can do is pretty nuts. And so I hope with UnderMine they actually do manage to bring it to that level of complexity. Because if they do, it's going to be... Ow. It's going to be one of those, like, really insane roguelikes that people play for a while. Hopefully. Unfortunately, budgets as they are, most roguelikes will never get to that point, but you know what? A lot of them, as long as... I mean, I've already gotten, what? 25, 30 episodes out of this? That's not bad. Let's see. I guess let's go back to the shop for a second. I'm gonna go bomb the cart. I've got 7 bombs now, which is actually pretty dang good. We might as well see what we can get, see if there's anything else. Because, yeah, there's transmutagen. Ooh. I'm gonna buy the transmutagen. We could use it right here and see if we get anything interesting. See, it doesn't look like we got any room sparkles. The other thing I could do is play a little risky and reboot the room. So, Gold Frenzy, Hoodie's Pillow. They're good. I guess I'm gonna buy a fish kebab. I realize it doesn't heal me as much, but still. Yeah, let's just go and only buy, like, really amazing things. I'm sure buying every item in existence would help, but it wouldn't help that much. Let's see, and I guess I might as well hit that, just in case there's a secret in this room. Aha! There in fact was. I was going to ignore it, and it's like, why did I don't need this. There's nothing to blow up with it, and the answer is no. That's stupid. But yeah, I don't know. I like the roguelike market because it is. I'm going to say the gift that keeps on giving. There's very rarely. There are a lot of bad roguelikes out there, but there are a lot of really good ones. I think it's kind of one of those where it's like, when I play a roguelike, if it's a mediocre one, you know, I can play it until maybe I beat a single run, and then I can say, like, okay, yeah, that's fine, I'm done. I don't need to worry about it anymore. Games that specifically come to mind are Rad, and not Atomic Crops. Atomic Crops is good, it's just unfinished. Blazing Beaks is another one. Both are actually fairly competent roguelikes in their own right, but they're not amazing because, you know, there's so many other roguelikes out there in the same vein, so it's not as important. It's not as important to go, like, absolutely mimic. Okay, I think I might just chuck at this guy. Purge Potion. Not super keen on those, to be honest. Another Transmutagen. We want to grab Float Boots, and you know what? Yeah, I'm going to grab the Transmutagen. Yeah, I could go Purge Potion, but I'd rather not lose my buffs. Let's see, there we go. But, like, I have that problem, I guess on the topic of, you know, games that are kind of beatable versus not and whatnot. I have to be very careful if I'm going to be fighting him in melee. I'm just going to integrate melee slightly better into my build instead of going nuts with it. You know what? Even more damage when I critically strike. That one's actually pretty good if we start speccing into crit. This was my current crit chance. It doesn't say. Well, I'll grab it for now. And yes, I do see the sparklies on the wall and the gold on the wall. Okay, and let's stay away from Rook's Bomb, because Rook's Bomb is terrifying. Hi, that is a lot of meat. What the hell? Oh. There's spikes in there. Well, it was a net positive, but it was also a net ouch. Let's see. But as far as, like, games that I don't like, for example, games that aren't very good or games that, like, outstay their welcome, like, I can have a game that I don't like, and if I wanted to, like, push through and finish it, it might cost me, like, hours and hours. I wanted my money. Okay, got 1 out of 2. Oh, there were 2 there. It amuses me sometimes that the lurkers will stack up like that. Anyway, that got risky. I'm not gonna get that. I wish I was faster. I was like, I might be able to get it, and the answer is nope. That's fine. I really don't care. I have no means of cooking that. However, Pilfer Ring, 100%. Let's see. We're going to buy the key, and we're going to spend it on a ham shank. I realize I still have famine going on, but it's not that big of a deal. Let's see. But yeah, so I don't know. They're just kind of fun. I enjoy really short play games that are kind of designed to be played repeatedly, and that's not all of them. I do enjoy longer games. We actually have been replaying through Remnant from the Ashes. I think that's actually going to be one of the only games that I ever play twice, specifically. Twice in, like, kind of one playthrough. Most of the time I don't, like, touch New Game Plus, for example, because New Game Plus sucks. It rarely introduces a new mechanic and usually just isn't very fun. But that's not always the case. So we could remove a curse. Yeah, let's remove famine. It's enough of a problem. I'd like to increase my crit chance, though. Like, an all-crit build could be kind of fun. It's a little late for that now, but still. Guess let's go down. We've got Celt coming up soon. You know what? I'm gonna go shopping. We want to go buy some healing items. Because, yeah, I haven't beaten Celt yet. I wonder what happens when you use Celt's blood against him. We're just gonna blow some money. It's fine. If I die, it's kind of one of those where it's like, I'd like to buy upgrades, but I don't really care right now. Like, it's okay. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Right. Remnant from the Ashes is one of the only games I've played through twice, and admittedly, we were playing through it twice because, like, we got really soured on the ending because it was super bugged, so we're playing through it a second time around to actually get, you know, to not hate it. Watching the pilfers try and, like, poach the gold for me while I've got the pilfer ring is amusing. Ooh, crown. Okay, never mind, throw build. Oh! That's the queen's... Oh. Throw damage, swing size, swing speed. Never mind. Back to melee. That's actually really good. It's interesting that it is a hybrid upgrade. That it offers a benefit to both. Okay. I can grab those. I guess I should have picked up Gold Frenzy a while back. But then again, Gold Frenzy, it's okay. The problem is I need to build myself specifically to kill bosses. Everything else honestly doesn't matter. I have no idea if these ever actually have anything useful in them. Buy some more bombs. We could get... Covers a random amount of health. I'm gonna grab that. Heal up a bit. We could get the bomb doubler. But honestly, I think I'd rather just buy a bomb bag. It probably pays for itself. I just don't use bombs that much. Okay. Big bad buggy jerk. You were not a problem for me. Let's see. Oh, right, flip boots. So, have I not had the King's Crown yet before? It's actually an interesting question. Because I've got the Queen's Crown, and I bet I've gotten the King's Crown before, and maybe I just hadn't really identified which was which. I'm just realizing, like, maybe I've never had this, because everybody says it gives you strike through, but I couldn't remember anything that gave me strike through. But that might just be any number of reasons. I don't know. Because I don't think it's one of the ones that you unlock, normally. Nitroglycerin would be hilariously dangerous. I shouldn't do it. Because I have Rook's Bomb, I could destroy something. The problem is that something most likely is me. And I don't think I want to do it. I think it would be dumb. I think it would be maximum dumb. I'm gonna try and hit him with my pickaxe today. Okay, this is a really awkward, bad spot to be. Okay, they're dead. I'm gonna drink this. Okay, that was not worth it. On the plus side, I now have my own brood, which inherently makes this a lot worse. Because are you one of mine? I don't know. I don't know which are my babies and which are Celts. They're all Celts babies, that's a bad one. I wish they were colored slightly differently, but then again, this is very, very unique. Issue. Yep, so you can in fact break out of his rocks, which is actually really helpful. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. I'm playing too aggressively. Much to my detriment for obvious reasons. He's also just very tough. Yeah, the problem is I wait around to try and smack him. And that does not go so hot for me. For what should be incredibly and painfully obvious reasons. Okay, well, I've clutched out of worse. Okay. I can't hit. Whoops. And I walked right into it. Contact damage is my bad. That's okay. No loss. Just pain. Yeah, you might notice I'd start playing a lot more risky. As a result of being kind of at max cap here. And you know what? That's kind of normal. The bosses are also a lot tougher and a lot hurtier. And so I'm trying to burn them down so we don't spend like 10 minutes fighting Celts, but, oof. This is what I get for getting all the other upgrades and kind of ignoring these. Especially this one. Like, I realize upgrading my health and my melee damage would probably make me a lot more of a powerhouse down there, but it's just tough. I don't know. I really am looking forward to seeing what they do. I hope when they add, like, a bunch of new content, they kind of undo the bosses. Like, if they add a new boss, I really do not want to fight them on New Game Plus 3 levels. And I know I could start a new save file, but, like... what I'd like is almost a kind of refresh, where you keep all of your unlocks, you keep all of your utility upgrades, but all of your damage upgrades, health upgrades, and so on and so forth get reset. I think that would be a nice way of wiping progress without forcing you to rebuy the transmute saturation again. I don't know. Anyway, let's do that one more time. But not this episode, so I guess I'll see you guys next time. And as always, thanks for watching. If you're wondering why these episodes get short, it's because some of the other ones are long, and it's one of those where it's like, I can't really afford to put out hour-long videos on everything constantly, and like, between Slay the Spire Dicey Dungeons and this, the more of those like hour-long episodes, hour-long runs I run into, the more likely I am to just like choke my schedule to death and not be able to keep up. So I'd rather have the occasional short episode and the occasional sometimes longer episode. I don't know. It's just better for me to have daily episodes. All I can say.